Good evening. This is Beth Siebert. We're doing paint pandemic pourings. I'm from Indian River County Fluid Artists, and we're going to start with doing, I think we're on number 8. I think we're there. Tonight I believe we're going to do 8 and 9. Maybe we'll get to 10. I don't know. We'll see. So let me step around. As normal, we have our canvas. The back of it has painter's tape, and I have my big tacks in it. No, that's an easy thing to set up. Before you came on camera, I went ahead and I put down, if you've been following the series, you're pretty aware of how I do this. I just put down a layer on the canvas for us to move paint across. And I often use my fingers to paint, so don't let that surprise you. So what we're going to do is tonight we're going to do the funnel pour. Now, I haven't done one of these in a long time, so it should be really interesting to see how it turns out. So let's just go ahead and start. The rules of this is, with this paint pandemic pouring, is I don't use anything that you don't have in your house. This is an 8 by 10 canvas. Everything you see here is available at Michael's. A lot of it you can get online. Amazon delivered to your door. I only ask that you use a heat gun and you do not use an actual, you don't actually use a what do you call it? A torch like I do. I started doing this a long time ago. That's why I use a torch. So we just take this little funnel and we just add some paint in here. And try to keep your funnel stationary. It's kind of hard when you have it on the lazy Susan because it likes to move. So you're just going to try and go from dark to light. At least that's what I'm going to try and do here. Let's see. Stay, don't move. Red. Don't move, because if you move it, your paint starts coming out early, and you really don't want that to happen. Did red. Let's do orange. Orange. Now this is the funnel. We'll do a funnel pour, and then we're going to do then I do the violet on top of the orange. We're going to do that's the quinidrome violet. I can never say that correctly for you guys. We're going to do this one with the funnel, and then we're going to try and do the feather, which I haven't done a feather in a long time either, so it should be very interesting to see how it turns out. And I'm just adding these colors in. I've used dioxazine purple, metallic red. This is peacock teal, that is enamel. Oh, I need magenta in here. What is magenta? Magenta's a little thick from last night. Magenta, then I'm going to go light blue. I think I might have already done that's sky blue actually. Sky blue. A little bit of yellow, that's regular yellow. And then that's Artist Loft yellow. Just if you want to know what regular yellow means, it's usually when I say regular, it's Artist Loft. It's golden. This is Deco Art 24 karat gold, which I really like. And then, let me see if I have anything I want to put. I don't know, I think that should be enough. I mean, it should be. So I'm going to go around the bottom of this funnel, and I'm going to put white paint. You need a lot of pillow paint here. And so as I move it, I'm going to try and move it and just lift it a little bit to let a little out as we go. If I start feeling a lot of resistance like I am now, I'll put down a little more paint around it to get it to move again. At least through this area. I really want to try and get it to move around. I'm not quite picking it up a whole lot. See, I'm just petering along there. I'm coming back up here. And I'm picking up a lot more there. I'm going back down here. The good news about the funnel is if you do run out of paint, which I may very well here, is that you can always, hold on, let me keep that there. You can always turn around and add more into your funnel and keep going. Like I really want to kind of end on the green gold part. Do the green gold. And then do some more of the kind of bring it back around. Sorry, I have the cap stuck in my face. Bring it back here. Just want to really kind of get it going. Back through here. Up into here. Now this painting is going to be, sorry, I gotta take this out of my mouth again. The painting's gonna be really hard to shift because the minute you shift, your colors are gonna go. So, you should be aware that because you've moved in so many directions, or because I've moved in so many directions, the hardest thing to do in this painting right now would be to shift it. I like my ends done. I really do. And once again, I'm going to show you. See how pretty that is at the bottom of the funnel? Very pretty. I hope this is in camera. So, I really don't have a whole lot of call to shift. I've got some really great cells going on here. I can try and shift a little bit this way, but I don't want to break my cells up. So it's going to have to be a really slow shift to the side. Basically what I don't like on here, which I can take off really pretty readily, is this. Don't really like that. And that'll all come off. So, I mean, don't be afraid to change your mind and not like something and then go in and fix it, because it's perfectly acceptable practice to fix your painting in the middle of it. As a matter of fact, I would encourage everybody to get in the habit of editing, paint editing as you go. So, this is a much finer technique than the actual flip cup, which I've shown you the dirty flip cup pour. And so I can kind of really, this is all going to level. Fortunately, we have flow trail and everything. remember the bottles, we've talked about how I mix them. They're 50% Floetrol, 50% paint, a drop of silicone, and some water. That's basically the gist of what's in those bottles. I use the bottles because I tend to be able to conserve on paint that way. The cups aren't as efficient, and it's just a lot quicker. So let me go in here and show you. Here. Okay. So it's a pretty good painting. I like it. Let's go ahead and torch. I really don't need to torch a whole lot because I don't need a whole lot more cells. This thing just celled up really well for us. It's one of the few paintings that the funnel technique is one of the few times that you really just are going to just be lamb-basted with cells. So we really got hit with a lot of cells here. Good news for us. So let me just torch the air bubbles out of it because I don't want air bubbles in our painting. Get that. Okay. That's it, guys. That's number 8. That is the funnel technique. You only needed to have your paints mixed. You really don't need the turntable, especially with an 8x10 canvas, which this is what we're on here. I just go ahead and show you the turntable in case you decide to move up and use other canvases. It really is a very helpful tool when you, yes, right there is, we've got kind of an issue right here. Let me show you right up here, guys. If you can see it, we don't have, maybe you can see it here. It's not all the way to the end. So now I have to kind of roll that out using my skewer and get it to the end. It shouldn't be too hard because I mean we're really there. I mean it's so close, but I want the whole canvas covered. I mean that's part of, you don't leave a spot empty on a canvas. That's why I put a base coat always. I mean it's acceptable to have negative space like this and here because it's really not, it's not blank. It's not blank like you would think it would be blank because that's, negative space is fine and appropriate in paintings like this. Nobody has an issue with it. Nobody's going to say anything to you about it in your fluid art. If they do, they don't know what they're talking about. We all have negative space. What I don't like is when there's like an inconsistent bald spot that makes it just look different, like it's not supposed to look. So, you know, for me, and some people wouldn't complain about these things. Some people would go and blow these out. So let me get let me blow a little bit of this out and show you what that would look like. That'll be part of this too. Let's see if I can find a straw real quick. I'm never completely organized when I see you guys, so if I don't have one, we will all know that it's my fault. And do I have a straw? I have a straw. So what I can do with this, and what people do with this, is when you have this kind of space left up here, is they kind of blow a little bit of it out. You get a whole bunch of straws from McDonald's like this. They tend not to guard those too carefully, but McDonald's is not open. So let me show you. We just go. Yeah, those little accents to it. It just makes it like a little softer, a little prettier. Okay. Okay, so let me get back in here. Quite a little drier down there, so I definitely need to blow that off. Okay, so add a little white here because it's a little drier than I'd like. A little asthmatic too, so blowing kind of like wins me. Don't like huff and puff and blow your house down here with this thing. Okay, let's see where else I need to go. I'm looking. Make that a little softer. Let's see what else. Okay. Okay, so do a few things that I want to do here that are left. Gonna touch that up, just touching it. Okay. Where's my skewer? See, a longer video than I ever like. I worry about going too long on these things, but if I'm really going to show you something, you're getting to the end of these beginner's lessons, I really want to show you. So let's try and get you through some of the more sophisticated paintings. Show you some more of the cooler effects to engage in. You kind of want to make things connected. And even if they don't seem, you want to make like a harmony of the painting. So I think I've gotten all the edges. If not, you just take the skewer and roll. It's really not that big of a deal, even if you don't, because we have an undercoat of white. We've got really awesome cells here. It really is quite a lovely painting. Really bold. I don't know if I would go with so much green gold, but I'm kind of a green gold freak anyways. I love it. So I probably would have gotten put in some more of the peacock teal somewhere in this somewhere, but I like it. So, Anyways, that is the actual funnel pour. This is Beth Siebert. This is video number 8. We are almost done with our painting pandemic pours. If you have any ideas or if you'd like to share, I'd love to see it. I'd love to hear from you. You can reach me at Indian River County Fluid Artists on Facebook. I'm also a member of their Vero Beach Art Club. And right now, I'm in the creative phase because art shows have stopped. I've had art shows booked up. I was all prepared until the pandemic hit, and then that kind of put me out of business. So I can't really do any art shows for the time being. I have to start over as soon as the government opens back up, as soon as things open back up. So anyways, this is Beth Siebert, Painting Pandemic Pour number 8, and we're there. Thank you guys.